You know, we talked about it earlier in the show. Miss USA wasn't the only pageant happening last night, because here in the Ocean State, married women competed in the 2010 Mrs. Rhode Island Pageant. Take a look.
The first runner-up is
So there she is. Congratulations to the newly crowned Mrs. Rhode Island, Melissa Rector, who you probably recognize. She's a familiar face, at least to us, because she joins us every week in Project Fitness as the Road Show's health and fitness expert. How are you feeling this morning after your win?
My feet are on fire.
Okay. I want a cheeseburger.
We had Antonio's beef taco pizza last night.
Very nice. Very nice. Because you've got a little while to go before you have to really get into training gear for the Mrs. Rhode Island National Competition. Where is that and when?
The Mrs. America pageant is in Tucson, Arizona in September.
Very cool. Now, as part of Mrs. Rhode Island, what do you get to do, or what's the platform? Do you visit different people? Tell me what it entails.
You know, it entails whatever I'm able to volunteer for. As a married woman, generally we have a lot more to juggle. You know, we have careers, some of them have children who have won in the past, so whatever we can volunteer for or show up to, we can absolutely do. For me, being that I'm in the health and fitness industry, absolutely I want to continue my work in that and working with teens and health.
And your husband is involved in that as well, right? As a matter of fact, he was integral in getting you to this point, I think.
Nope. Actually,
no.
he wasn't. No.
Well, you married him, so that does count.
He's the other half as to why I get to compete for Mrs. But for fitness, Scott's Fitness will be training me to get me ready for the national pageant.
Yeah, because your husband's actually a personal trainer.
Yep.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Now, tell me a little bit about why you decided to go after this title.
You know, I did this last year, and I got first runner-up, and it was actually my second time getting first runner-up, and I was just kind of a little upset because I'd prepared, you know, and of course when you compete, you want to win.
Exactly.
Yeah. But so are the other ladies, and I was just kind of like, I'm just kind of done. I think I've done it twice, and I got first runner-up, and maybe it's just not meant to be. And then a bunch of the women from the gym and the gentlemen at the gym that take my classes, they're like, Melissa, are you going to go? And I was like, I think I'm good. They're like, but we went last year, we want to go again. And I was just like, Okay.
So here we go again. The rigmarole.
It really was, and it was awesome because all the members from the gym that take my group fitness classes, are about 12 of them. They made sashes that said Mrs. Warwick, and
so cool.
You know, they had signs up, and it was awesome.
So a lot of support.
It was great. My mom flew up from Missouri.
I was just going to say, I see your mom over there taking pictures.
Yep.
She must be very proud.
She is. I think they were all on the edge of their seats because they didn't want the same result. They were kind of, ready for it to change.
Congratulations. We're certainly so excited that it was you, since that we have a vested interest in you in particular, and of course we're going to be rooting for you as you go to nationals.
Yep.
Miss Rhode Island, Mrs. Rhode Island, when is the competition? Tell us when.
September 7th, I believe.
Okay, great. So we'll be rooting for you.
Keep you posted.
Ben, over to you.